Greetings, fellow humans, and welcome to another March of the Writers. Today is day 11, and it's Scamalert. Something that I really love about this community is how we take care of each other, and we have to, because if we don't, we're screwed. So scams you have to be and keep an eye out for. I talked about this a little bit yesterday for the prompt for yay I or nay I. You're gonna get a lot of cold emails and cold calls from people offering their services. If you don't know the person and you don't know anyone that can vouch for them, buyer beware. I work off recommendations. I've worked with the people or something. If it's an editor, I recommend sending a sample so that you can see how they work and their style of work. There are a lot of people who sell themselves wonderfully. And then when it comes to what they deliver, I've worked in advertising long enough to have seen that a lot of people who can sell themselves as wonderful, amazing, immaculate, perfect, stunning, stellar, and in practice, they aren't that great. When it comes to artists, you have to, again, buyer beware. There's going to be a lot of people that are using AI software that might use derivative artworks, and they change it enough to make something new. This could get you into legal troubles if you have someone else's cover, unless they use royalty-free images. If that's the case, that's a risk you have to take. And it's you get what you pay for. A lot of people have asked me about translations, and you have to be careful who you trust your work to. If English or Spanish or whatever language is not your first language, or you don't speak it fluently, you need to get someone to verify the work that someone is going to do. Another tip, if someone asks for all of the money up front, that's not a good idea. I have, you want paying half up front and half when you finish, and that is a customary practice. That's something I've done when I do freelance projects. It's just a sign of goodwill. And because if you give someone all the money and they disappear, you're screwed. And that does happen, and that has happened, and I don't want that to happen to anyone that I know. Other things that you have to be wary. If a publishing house says that they can publish your book for the low cost of whatever, I don't have a red flag that I can wave, but that's a red flag. Publishing does cost money, but it shouldn't cost you if you're going through a publisher. That's not how it works. And I've seen good people lose a lot of money. Also, when you're gonna sign a contract, get a lawyer and pay them $100 to go over the contract, whatever it takes, just to make sure that it's kosher. Why? Because you want to make sure that you don't sign away your intellectual property. And finally, when it comes to audiobooks, read all the fine print. I have help from publishing on Audible, and now whatever Spotify calls their services, it's absolute insanity, because pretty much you're signing away the rights to your intellectual property. So you have to read the contracts. Those are some of the scams that you can see. If you have doubts, exercise caution, ask people around. If there are a bunch of literary contests, ask around, see if anything moves the needle. There are a lot of people that are making a lot of money because people like you and I, we want to make it. We want to do anything to achieve critical mass, and sometimes we might get a little bit too antsy. People smell opportunity and they have no scruples and they do not care. So buyer beware. Always ask. If you're not sure, better to say no than to say yes, and it could be more costly in the future. So That's a couple of things. If you have any questions, by all means, ask my way, or ask anyone else who's doing March with Writers. We're in this together, guys. So let's stick together. Much love, peace, love, and mackerels. March on.